Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended, and today I'm going to be going ahead and finally combining all of the cursed loot that I've gotten throughout the past couple months that I've been collecting to go ahead and make some really good gear. So, I have my Aureliax here, who I've brought every single piece of cursed gear that I had back at the arena. So all of this stuff has been acquired from killing neophytes over in my arena that I have over in the city, and yeah, there's a lot that we're going to have to get through today, and I'm not exactly sure what I want to start with, but I also have a bunch of cursed gear that I've gotten from outside the arena, normally from outposts and just some neophytes that I've ended up killing outside the arena. Here in my vault, I have my weapon vault here, and we have a bunch of different cursed gear in here as well. Nothing really as good as from the arena, though. However, I do also have some blueprints, which I actually want to start with the blueprints because I want to quickly go ahead and try and tinkering desk the cursed blueprints to see if I can get a really good blueprint for, particularly, I'm going to say the shotgun and the sword would be my guess, is what I'm probably going to want to get the craziest gear of. But yeah, let me quickly just go through my blueprints so I can go find the best quality ones I have, and then we can go ahead and put these things tinkering desk and see what we can get out of it. Alright, I've grabbed just about all my best blueprints. I realize I accidentally grabbed a little bit more than I need to, but that's okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and combine the highest ones. So the Direbear saddle is probably going to be up there for the highest. Let's see, 64 I think is the highest afterwards. Okay, yeah, so we'll just add that, and hopefully it will take all the quality from the two saddles and put it onto the shotgun. But let's just see what happens. It didn't work. It put it onto the saddle. Alright, that's fine. Because I do actually have another shotgun blueprint, so we're just gonna hope that this one works. Let's see. Again, I'm going to go for the highest quality for the shotgun instead of the sword, because the sword can be carried by my ridiculously high melee stat that I have, but the shotgun, the damage is going to have to come strictly from the blueprint. So, nope, it gave it to the... Alright, so we don't get a ridiculous shotgun blueprint, unfortunately. That's not great. And hopefully I can find... See, so we have, that's 52, there's 59, and I guess the next highest is 45, right? Yep. Oh wait, I don't need another one. Whoops, alright. So hopefully we get a good sword out of this? Nope, puts on the saddle again. I think I have more sword blueprints though, so, yeah, nothing nearly as good though, but it's worth a shot. Let's see, 45, 41, yeah, alright. Cross the fingers, hopefully it comes out, yes, there we go. That is incredibly cheap, holy cow. Okay, yeah, that's really good. I really wish we could have gotten one with a shotgun. I just want to make sure, I'm not missing one, right? No, I only have pre-built cursed shotguns, and the blueprints are for normal ones. Either way, though, that's a really good starting line for a blueprint for our sword. And the best part is that's not a lot of red element at all. I have, I think, over 1,000 of it built up from all the outposts I've done, and I've gone farming for some element, but let me just check. Yeah, we got 1,200, so I was honestly expecting to need to go far more, but I guess the normal sword doesn't really cost a lot. The shotgun probably would have cost a ton, though. Honestly, I still have a bunch of other blueprints that I can sacrifice, so I might go ahead and try it out with some other stuff. Probably I'll take the fabricated sniper. But let's just start with the cursed shotgun. So let me just grab that. Probably needs me to put in the pump action first, right? Yeah, here we go. So in total, we have 25 of these things that I'm going to go ahead and combine here in the Warbench. And it's not going to sort them by quality. So I just want to go ahead and check to make sure. Alright, so it should just be these ones, I think. And hopefully it's an upgrade, so the highest quality we have should be 1.85. Okay, that's definitely an upgrade. then we can just kind of continue like this throughout the entire process of upgrading them. So let me just quickly go ahead and upgrade them, I guess. Don't need to go through every single upgrade, and I'll bring you guys back when I get to the higher quality ones that are more interesting. Alright, we're getting pretty close to the higher end stuff here, so I just want to go ahead and start sifting through this very carefully. Let's see, 9, 9, alright, so this is the lowest one, so hopefully after this, we should only have one more before everything is ascended. Here we go, so 9, 9 is anything below 10. What is the lowest one here? That's so far, that one's lower, this one's even lower, we'll use this one. Alright, so now everything should be ascended, so hopefully I can go ahead and combine everything together now, and hopefully we can get a pretty decent shotgun out of this. I'm hoping that we can probably hit, I'm guessing best case scenario would be 400% damage at this point. Not really sure. Hold on, how low was that? Is that lower than the highest one in here? Yes. Okay, that's... Alright, we're good. And let's see, how high are we getting? Alright, I think at this point I need to try and save this one. I think that's the highest quality one I have, though, so... Just want to go ahead and make sure I get rid of all the lower quality ones first. And I want to try and keep the one with the highest damage, just because I'll probably end up keeping it just to use it myself. And if things don't really go as planned, and I don't get one as crazy as I'm hoping for, I can just go ahead and go back to the arena for a little bit and keep trying to find more shotguns. Well, I'll probably end up doing this with the sword, and I'll probably just bring out my armor and do that on its own. Let's see, 14, 16, 18. Alright. So it should be these ones then. I actually have enough to combine them all together. Might try that. Yeah, they're pretty even. Let's just go for it. So hopefully it has higher than 327%. Let's see. 435. Okay, how does that compare to my current one? That's not that bad. Considering that I would have infinite ammo and I could put 2 equipment traits on it, I think that's actually worth it. I mean, not infinite ammo, sorry, infinite durability. I completely messed that up, but yeah, we're probably going to use that, and I should actually have, here I go, I have the Lost Colony skin, so I can just put that on this, and I'm able to equip it, right? Can I? Yeah, there we go, alright. Yeah, I'll probably have to go ahead and check through this thing and go ahead and color it, but there, hold on, let's just take a test of the damage, just to see how much damage this thing does. Can I pull it out? There we go. Hopefully, I should have something around the base that I can just use. Did I not put the scope on it? Where did I put the... Huh. I guess it must... I wonder if this thing is incompatible with having the holoscope on it. It might be. Let's just see how much damage it does, though. There's a mammoth way off in the distance. Let's see. So, hold on, 145. Can I quickly unload this thing? Yeah, 145. How much does that compare to what I used to be doing? Okay, it is a little bit lower, but it's not that much. When I add in, I have 2 things of greater focusing, so I should be able to go ahead and upgrade that to do a lot more damage when 2 things of greater focusing come into play. I think each count at max, let me just see, where is it? Target takes 2% damage for up to 10 seconds, stacking up to 10 times, so that's 40% increased damage on max stacks. So yes, with focusing accounted for, this would have higher damage. I'm really upset we didn't get a good blueprint, but yeah, alright, that's fine. I will go ahead and put this in here for the time being, for me to go ahead and add focusing to it. And I'm quickly going to go over the sword. I'm gonna save the blueprints for later, just in case. But yeah, let me quickly just go ahead and get my sword, and then we can go ahead and take a look at everything once I have that figured out. Alright, combine all the swords up to the point where they are just ascended now. And I'm guessing that that's going to be one of the lowest ones. Hopefully we can get something higher than the shotgun. But honestly, I wouldn't mind because I do still have that blueprint. And I could go ahead and actually combine the blueprint with some of this stuff. So depending on how many I have left over, I might actually try to go that route. Let's see, 13 is the lowest, I believe. Yeah, here we go. So we'll grab that one, and then the lowest 14. Alright, looks like we will have a leftover one, I think, if I'm doing my math correctly, which I'm probably not. 14, 16, and 17. Alright, let's see. How high do we get? Okay, that's not too bad. Nothing amazing, though. I think it might be time to try out the, it might be time to try out crafting the blueprint. Let me just check to see what blueprints I have for cursed armor. That's actually some pretty good stuff. The gloves would definitely be an upgrade, so I'll grab that. Chest piece, I think I could turn that into an upgrade. That's really all the flak that I have. I could probably go ahead and make some of the rest of these into good blueprints. Let's see. So we have, I think I'll grab the legs. I'll try that. And I guess I can try the helmet, and I already have gauntlets, right? Yes, so I'm just missing boots? Oh, I do have some boots. Alright. Yeah, let me quickly go ahead and upgrade these things with the, tinkering desk and see if they'll be worth crafting real quick. So, hang on a second. Alright, just randomly grab some blueprints that'll be pretty good. So, just anything that's above an item rating of 30. So, let's just see if any of this lands where we need it to. Okay, we got the boots first try. That's very nice. Just grab a bunch of that, and let's try the helmet next. Did not work for the helmets. That's unfortunate. Just go ahead and toss this in, and legs. Can I get some good pants? No, I cannot. Yeah, alright, I think that's good enough for now. I can obviously go back and try to get more of them, but I feel like this is pretty good. The chest piece is the main one that I want to be cursed, simply because I'll get 2, equipment traits for it, so yeah, let's just go ahead and head over to my smithy. I'm hoping that I have enough metal for this. I don't actually know how much I have, but let's just take a look at the smithy here. Oh, that should be more than enough, right? I also should check. Okay, yeah, I should be able to make all this easily. I should probably actually be able to make a couple copies of everything. I forgot to completely check, though. How much wood does the sword need? Oh, I got it. Alright, so we should have everything except, actually, no, we should just have everything. So let me just grab a crafting skill tonic. Just because, of course, we need to go ahead and get as much crafting skills as we possibly can. Given the price, I think I want to make 3 of each for now. Let's just do that. I can make all 3, right? Yes, alright. So let's just drink that, and hopefully we get a really high crafting skill sword. Though now that I'm remembering how high of damage my old sword is, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be able to get something better. 43 is pretty high. 45, okay, that's pretty decent. Let's try the gloves now. I'm really curious about the armor, just because even if the armor isn't too much better than what I already have, the ability for them to repair themselves would probably be really nice. Let me just see. 30. 30. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that is actually an upgrade. Alright, perfect. Chest piece time. Hopefully I can get a really big upgrade here. And what do I already have? I do have medical. Alright, that's good. That's not that great. Oh, that's about as high crafting skill bonus as we can get, though. That's not good. I feel like it should be a lot higher than that, but I might go ahead and make a couple more of those. Oh, I'm out of element. Oh, I can't make the boots. I completely forgot. I completely forgot that if I'm making 3 of these, that price is going to add up really fast. Okay. How's the durability? Oh, the durability does go up. All right. So, I mean, it's not as good as I was hoping, but I feel that it's still decent regardless. Um, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna actually keep the sword simply because I think that this is just higher damage, and I think I value that a lot more. But now that we've gone ahead and got all this stuff, let me just quickly go ahead and combine all of my armor in the tinkering desk. I'll bring you guys back when I have that all done, and then we can see just how crazy of armor we end up getting once I combine it all. So yeah, I will combine it all and bring you guys back in a minute. Alright, so here is the best of the armor that I was able to get through warbenching. These have the highest armor values of everything that I was able to warbench. So let's just go ahead and compare that over here to what we have already crafted. Looks like we did not get a chest piece upgrade, which is unfortunate. And as for the gloves, we technically got better with the riot ones, so I'll definitely keep those. I'll probably keep all of these just as an extra set to be used, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to do all of these. I'll probably just keep them anyway, so let's just go ahead and grab that. But now I want to go ahead and test just how much damage this sword does, as I completely forgot to do that when I went ahead and grabbed that. So let's just see. Let's compare this armor to mine. So the helmet was not an upgrade, but I feel like it's not bad. The gloves were definitely an upgrade. The chest piece, honestly, I mean, 630, it's technically still a downgrade, though the durability did go up, which is really nice, which I think I honestly might keep that. Unfortunately, the boots, nothing really came close. This is a really good piece of boots. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I have some really good blueprints already in here. I mean, these riot legs would be really good to have. Actually, I take it back. These flak ones would be even better. So I'll probably go and eventually crafting skill to get some of these. I'll definitely do the helmet and the legs. I don't have another crafting skill tonic right now, though. And now that I think about it, I don't think I actually have the stuff to make it. But it looks like most of the blueprints I already have for my flak armor are going to be better. However, I am glad that we did get some good chest pieces, because if I ever lose this one, it would definitely be an upgrade to go ahead and grab one of these cursed ones. But yeah, for the most part, it doesn't look like we were able to get much of an upgrade with the armor, and seeing that armor really is just all about the armor value, I don't really think there's too much I need to worry about. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all this away. Just drop off our flak, and then drop off our riot. Do not drop off the shield, though. And unfortunately, yeah, the sword wasn't able to get as high as I was looking for. I do want to keep the highest damage one, which is that one. So let me just hold on to that. Alright. So now that we've gone ahead and done this, I want to also figure out where my shotgun went. Hold on. Let me see. It should be, there it is. Where did I store that? Oh, over here in the Mega Lab. That makes sense. Alright, so now that we have these two ready, and these two are probably the only ones I'm going to keep, let me just go ahead. I completely forgot. I still need to fabricate sniper and compound bow. Hold on a second. Let me go ahead and grab that. Okay, so I'm back, and I wasn't able to get any good fabricated sniper rifle or compound bow, but I was able to get a good long neck. It's not exactly better than my old one, but it's just barely lower damage. And honestly, I'd sacrifice like 10% damage for it being cursed and able to repair itself. And honestly, I mean, it's still really nice. Let's just see. Can I hit that? Okay, that's a pretty good amount of damage to a mammoth. There one. I honestly feel like this guy has, nope, just has meat bearing. And then I went ahead and put two things of focusing onto my shotgun. And so the damage that it's able to do is really high, and I definitely want to go ahead and take this stuff out on a neophyte. So I'll have to go ahead and come back when it's nighttime, then I can go ahead and deal with those guys. I also went ahead and put a greater assassin on my fabricated crossbow, so the damage it's able to do to headshots and other weak points is higher. For some reason, most of the equipment traits don't really seem to work on the fabricated crossbow, so I don't actually know if it's working, but I feel like the damage is higher. Yeah, I think that would be higher than what I would normally get shooting a horse in the head. I say that as if I've really done that before with this thing. I haven't. But yeah, for sure, the shotgun is definitely working, and I'm very pleased with how it's turned out. This thing does a ton of damage, and I'm really excited to see how this thing's going to help me deal with neophytes. I'm going to step away from that before I end up getting hurt. But yeah, unfortunately, wasn't able to get really any really good and obvious armor upgrades, and I wasn't really able to get anything too crazy on the weapons either. I was really hoping that I was going to be able to get a damage capped shotgun, or honestly, even just a damage capped anything, but yeah, I don't think that a single playthrough of Lost Colony is going to be able to get me that much crazy loot. I'm probably going to have to save that for if I ever get around to going ahead and playing on a cluster, which, I mean, that's something that I'm going to do very far down the road is, yeah, I just want to go ahead and make it through all the maps as they come out, or at least all the story ones. I don't know about all the non-canon maps, but yeah, I'm just trying to think. Did I get any better armor? I feel like I got one upgrade, right? Yes, I got better riot gauntlets than what I have, and even better flak ones. I'll just put those on. I won't use the riot ones. Everything else, though, was a downgrade from the looks of it. Just quickly looking through. I guess I have slightly better riot ones. But just for the sake of keeping my armor all looking the same, I'm not going to go ahead and use them. But yeah, it's not night currently, so I will go ahead and bring you guys back when it's time for us to go fight some neophytes with all this gear, just to see how worth it was to go ahead and combine everything. Real quickly, though, before I go, I do want to say that next episode, which should be coming out next week, assuming nothing goes wrong, is going to be our first fight against the Lost King. At least I'm like 90% sure. I've gone ahead and gathered up a ton of sigils, and honestly, the alpha defense ones really haven't been that bad. I've won most of them ever since I started using my Gloon. And yeah, I only need 20 more Prime Crimson and 40 more Prime Aberrant, so Lost King boss fight should be coming up real shortly. I'm really hoping I can get out by next episode, but I also need to go ahead and get a lot more red element, because I think I need 200 red element in order to make all of the Volpites that I have in here into corrupted Volpites, which I will be using to, of course, turn all of my Veil Winds into Malwinds to use against the boss. Assuming that that doesn't work, and I feel pretty confident that it's not going to work, I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to using Ostodons once I'm done mutating them. I have started the process, even though I don't have good damage, but I just figured I may as well get the process started, because it's going to take a long time. I'm hoping I can get better damage, but if not, it's okay. I think I have like 42 or something in the back that I can go ahead and put on just in case. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let it turn to night so we can go ahead and get the neophyte fight started, and we can see just how good this new gear is. So I will bring you guys back when it's time to fight some neophytes. Alright, so I'm outside the arena now, and while we wait for a neophyte to show up, I just want to go ahead and show off, because I decided to go ahead and combine the best normal fabricated snipers and compound bows that I had, and I just want to show them off. Here's the fabricated sniper we're working with. I added protecting onto this thing. I decided to switch over the long neck to having tracking, just figured that when taming something, being able to track it might be nice in case it ends up running away. And I decided to go ahead and do it with a compound bow and end up adding echoing on it. I'm pretty sure echoing works on compound bows. It sometimes doesn't work, but yeah. Either way, I feel like this stuff is pretty good, and I feel like it should hopefully help us take care of a neophyte really quickly. I'm really excited to see how particularly the shotgun does. I was really hoping that I'd be able to get a really good one of these, and I feel that it's, with the double equipment traits, I feel like it is better than what I had, and I went ahead and colored everything, and I have to say this looks incredibly nice. I'm really happy with how this turned out, though. Honestly, I might go ahead and change it a little up in the future, but anyway, it doesn't matter for now. I'm really glad this is the closest thing we have to a tech shotgun, something that I've really wanted for a long time, though. If they want to add an actual tech shotgun, I really wouldn't be opposed to that. I think that'd be a really nice addition. I also just want to go ahead and say, I don't know if anyone else has been having this problem, but if I ever fast travel or if I just log out, I tend to lose all of the lost skins, all in the Lost Colony, except for the basic default stuff you have just by owning the DLC. And in order to get them back, I have to go ahead and do a bunch of attack outposts, and sometimes when I open the vault, there's just a chance it'll give me all the rest of the skins. And I think I even have, if I just go back, yeah, for some reason I also have most of the Fear Ascended skins, at least all the ones that I was able to get back in on Val, so yeah, I don't really know why that's a problem right now. I do like that they have the Lost saddle, so that's really nice. And wait, there's a Desmodus one? Okay, we're gonna have to check that out when we're done here, but this Neophyte is going to be approaching very soon, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add on Tundra Power, and let's go ahead and have Spotlight turn on Charge Light, and let's just eat our Battle Tart, and let's see how much damage the sword does. Okay, wait, was that not even... I don't think that even had full Charge Light effect. Okay, so I do about 2,000 damage now, as long as I hit the Neophyte from behind, and that's without Tundra Power, and, I gotta be honest, I thought it was level 300. Hold on, let me just get another one to spawn. There we go. Let's just wait for the Charge Light to actually affect it. Here, let me just try and get it to use an attack. Maybe there we go. Alright, so it's affected by Charge Light, and with everything, I do 2,600 damage per swing. I can only imagine just how crazy this would get if I had Greater Rogue, and I had a Cursed one so I could have 2 copies of it. That would be just crazy, and I just want to see, how much damage can we get the shotgun up to? That looks like 234 damage per pellet. There should be 14 pellets, so, I'm not going to bother to do the math, but I think that's almost 3,000 damage per hit, right? Fabricate Sniper. Okay, almost 1,000 damage per hit. That's pretty good. I don't actually know. I can't remember if focusing affects all weapons or just a weapon that has focusing. Let's try out the Compound Bow. Not good shot with this thing. Okay, about 2,000 damage per shot. And we, in theory, could hit that 3 times if Echoing were to properly activate. Yeah, I think this was definitely a success. Yeah, this stuff is good. I guess there's not much more I can say. Even just adding the simple equipment traits definitely helped. I really wish I did have a copy of Greater Rogue. I'll have to keep looking around and doing... I think best option would be resource caches. Would be the best for going ahead and getting them. But honestly, I don't really know if I'm going to be coming back here to the arena that much other than just, I guess, as some practice or something to do other than just sit around and tame and breed things. Because, yeah, I don't really think I'm going to be able to get that much better cursed gear. I'm really happy that the shotgun is at least better once all the equipment traits are added, but I really was hoping I'd get a damage cap one. I really wanted to make the most powerful shotgun possible, and I'm a little bit disappointed we weren't able to get there, but honestly, it's okay. I mean, it's an upgrade, and yeah, I'll definitely be excited to see how this thing performs inside the boss arena. Though honestly, because I am planning on fighting the boss twice, once to go ahead and test run it, which is what the next episode will be. Obviously, I'm going to try and actually win, but I'm really not expecting... Okay, I'm not sure what happened here. But I'm not going to be expecting to win whatsoever. I'm completely expecting to lose, but I do want to get an idea of what exactly is in the boss arena. And I also just want to know how good Malwans are going to be at fighting bosses. But assuming that we do lose, I will then go ahead and fight the boss again with Octodons. Once I have my mutated ones done, that's going to be a little bit though, so I guess that'll take a couple more episodes. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how this stuff performs there. I probably will take a weaker set of gear in for the first fight, just in case I end up losing. I don't want to lose all this ridiculously good stuff, but yeah, either way, I feel like this was a bit of a success. That's not normally how they act. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this stuff turned out, even if it wasn't as good as I was really hoping, but I mean, I feel like the shotgun definitely is a good reward to start with, and I hope that I can, in the future, get even better gear if I ever do end up making a cluster that involves this map, which I'm sure I will at some point, but for now, that's a ways down the road. Let me just go ahead and get him out of the air, so up. Okay. This is a no-fly zone, buddy. I need you to get on the ground so I can finish taking you out so we can finish this episode off. There we go. Yeah, I mean, 234 damage per pellet. Again, I don't know how much damage that actually is, but I know it's a lot. I mean, 14. Yeah, I think that's going to be around 3,000 damage, right? Am I doing my math right, or am I crazy? Yeah, that's a really nice bonus to go ahead and have. I mean, I can't remember how much my old shotgun used to do, but, I mean, it's definitely an increase. I want to say maybe all the way up to, like, I mean, it's a 40% increase in damage, and it's only slightly less damage for the base shotgun itself, so yeah, I'm not really sure, but either way, yeah, I think that's all the neophyte killing I need to do for now. I'll just go ahead and drop this stuff back off in here, and I don't know. I probably won't really be coming back here that often, but I don't know. We might go ahead and test some stuff out. But yeah, I think that was more than successful. I'll just go ahead and put this away. But yeah, I think that's really all that I have time for. A bit of a shorter one today, but just need to go ahead and have an episode, and this was a crucial step. Gotta be honest, I really thought that I was going to get some crazier stuff to show off, but I figured that, hey, at the very least, it goes ahead and shows off just how good the Warbench can be, and I mean, even though we didn't get the best results, that is also partially down to my own luck, so I could have been just incredibly unlucky, and I don't really even know if I was doing it in the most optimal way, but either way, I'm very glad that I set up this farm and that I got as much good stuff as I did. I'm really glad that this shotgun is as good as it is, and even though it's not cursed, the fabricated sniper and the compound bow are definitely going to be nice to have access to, and yeah, this long neck will also make taming Ostons a lot easier. I mean, is it already... Okay, it's not... Wait. Okay, it is fully repaired, and the shotgun will hopefully repair itself pretty quickly. I'm not exactly sure if cursed gear repairs off of percentage, so repairs a percentage of the armor over time, or if it's just a specific number. So do higher quality cursed gear get repaired faster than lower quality, or do they get repaired slower than lower quality cursed gear, or do they repair it about the same? I don't know, but yeah. Either way, it's definitely a nice quality to have, and it shouldn't take red element to repair anymore, right? No. Alright, so yeah. It's just a benefit all around. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. Bit of a shorter one. Sorry about that, but didn't really have anything else ready yet. But yeah, that's all I got. So thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, farewell.